Yeah, I can ditch one F12 so I can go buy that G Wagon so I can do this stock versus tuned G65 AMG. And it's not really the same exact G series, but it's close enough. All right, let's go and buy this thing now and actually get that portion of this out of the way. All right, we'll get this car purchased, and then we're going to get our G Wagon and reset it to stock so we can actually use it. Because right now, we can't really, like, race it against the G Wagon in true stock versus tune fashion. Because it's very, very stock. Very stock. Or, sorry, not stock. It's very not stock is what I meant to say. Let's go ahead and we'll get all the upgrades off of this thing. Reset defaults. That takes it down from A to B. But what's crazy is it only goes up by one class, but it still has a ridiculous amount of power when you fully build it. Now, it doesn't have the top engine swap, but that's really not like a big deal, you know what I mean? But now we are going to do our stock versus tuned, and it is going to be the AMG 6x6 versus a normal 4x4 G Wagon. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. We're facing the wrong way, but that's all right. These things will bark all four tires off the line, which is crazy. They shift pretty quick, too, for a stock transmission. What's up, Top Fire Dog? Yeah, these things shift pretty quick for a stock transmission. Thank God you can really see and feel the body roll. It's pretty pronounced. It's really, really pronounced, actually. It just sounds good. Honestly, it just sounds right. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Look over at chat. But you know what's hilarious about that body roll? It makes it easy to just get it to, like, sort of rotate onto one side and just stay there because all the weight is, like, flop. It literally just flops onto one side, and it's like, I'm just here now. I'm just going to be here and hang out now. All right, so let's go ahead and get lined up. What do we think the stock G Wagon is going to run? We've literally never run this thing before, but I want to know what you guys think it'll run through the speed trap. So let me know in the chat what you think this thing is going to run through the speed trap. We've got 120, 135. We've got, let's see, what else do we have in there? What else do we have in there? Let me know, let me know. Another 135, 145, 133, 140. Let's see, 140, 130, 130, 123. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Gets off the line really quick and very, very, very drama-free. Apart from a little bit of a, like, just barking the tires. There's 125. Well, all right, come on. There's 140. Wow, that's faster than I thought it was going to go. 144 miles an hour. So now we're going to jump back to the house. We're going to drive the AMG 6x6 over here. We're going to see how close it can get to that 144 mile an hour trap speed. Now, the cool thing about the AMG 6x6 is that it can do this. Literally can go through anything and pretty much shrug it off like it doesn't even matter or exist. So, with that being said, it definitely works. Now, I will say that you can definitely feel the weight. The weight is massive. I mean, the weight is so high on this thing. It weighs something like 9,000 pounds, which, when you consider the fact that it's like, jumpable, like, because there's videos out there on the internet of these things just literally jumping through the desert. It's just crazy. Yo, thank you guys all in the chat right now. We've got over 600 live viewers, which is ridiculous. That's amazing. Oh, ouch. It will only get sideways if you are super, like, aggressive with the handbrake. And even if you're super aggressive with the handbrake and then you dump the clutch, it still doesn't want to do it. Oh, they are not having a good day over there. All right, so the normal G Wagon did 144 miles an hour. What do we think the 6x6 is going to hit? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Thank you for the follow, Cordial Rug. All right, we got 156, 125, 179, 120, 145. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. Oh, man. 120, 115, 100, 118. 3, 2, 1, go! It's definitely slower. You can definitely tell that it's slower. There's 100. Well, if you guessed 100, this thing is going to be faster. Yeah, if you guessed 100, your guess was low. So remember, the normal one did 144, and this 6x6 will do 130 to the speed trap. So that's only 14 miles an hour slower, and yet it's like massive tires and a whole extra axle and a much longer frame. So we're now going to head back to the house and add a little bit of, a little bit of tuning, a little bit of a couple other things here and there, and we'll see what this thing can actually do. And I am very confident that it can knock down the standard G Wagon. So, with all of that being said, it's time to build this thing's engine up. Let's see. Some of the guys are like, okay. I do appreciate all the sparks, though. Let's see. Dopey Dragon, I'm such a big fan. Been here since the start. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, Stealthy Kill 4. Alright, let's get a couple more of these in there. 736. Let's see how much PI we're at with a built motor. I feel like we'll probably be over PI, but I'm not really all that concerned about it. You know what I'm saying? Because now we've got a fully built motor, and I'm going to leave stock suspension. I'm going to leave stock brakes, and I'm going to leave full weight. Stock PI was like 740. 740 something. All right, let me reduce this back. That's 761. 741, so that gives us 750 horsepower. That's still a ton. So I'm going to go ahead and install that setup. And I'm going to actually show you guys, since there's a lot more people in here. Oh, boy. Now, let's go ahead and head back in there real quick, because I want to make sure that you guys see that you can engine swap it if you want to. We're not going to. I have no interest in doing that. But you can throw a massive bull bar on the front if you want, and a trophy truck rear on the back if you want as well. And that kind of counts as your tunable arrow, so to speak. So now let's jump out onto the road and see what this thing is like in the real world. Because this thing is probably going to be freaking nuts. It's not full power, but it should go pretty well. So crazy big. It shifts so fast. Like, there's really not much waiting at all between shifts. At all. It's like, it actually doesn't handle all that bad either. For something this size, I mean, we're over 90 miles an hour, and it can still somewhat change direction with, like, a bit of a sense of urgency. Now, it's not going to drift everywhere, but that's kind of the, that's kind of the way it goes with a vehicle this big. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way it goes with a vehicle this big. And you can only do so much. You know what I mean? You can only do so much with a vehicle this big. And really, you just have to kind of let that be that. It just won't kick. It straight up will not kick. Now, after this, we are going to make a drift build of this thing. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's see. Yo, DD, I get you. But I can't do anything about that right now. I literally can't do anything about that at this present moment in time. Trust me, I'm trying to do that stuff too. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing lined up. How fast do you think this thing is going to run through the speed trap? 179, 160, 150, 155, 99, 126, 150, 158, 141, 204, 145, over 9,000. I mean, it's going to work. It's definitely going to work. All right, let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Really crisp launch. As long as it beats that 144, I'm happy. There's 100 and into 5th. Oh, man, I don't know if it's going to beat the 144. Oh, this is going to be so close. Yes, 146, 2 miles an hour faster. It may not have been much, but it was still faster. Oh, my God. All right, I am totally okay with that.